Welcome back, everybody. It is December 30th. It is the last day of freedom of the year before we got parties everywhere. And speaking of parties, we're gonna play ASL. Yay! Um, as mentioned yesterday, this is going to be an exploration of a scenario from LFT or Le Frontier. I thought I'd played this one before, but I think the names have just blended so well together that I have mistaken this one for a different one, and thankfully that just means that I'm not doing anything extra or I'm not doubling up on stuff, and we don't miss out on what will hopefully be an interesting scenario. Speaking of, this scenario is as one might expect, or one sees at the bottom of the screen, taking place in August of 1939. So we're almost there. Although there will be some backtracking because of, wanting to play and fill out or finish out the last of the scenarios that seem interesting or that I want to get through with both Sean and Rutan. So once those are done, we'll be getting into Germany versus Poland. It's very close, I swear. We're getting there. Um, where we are now, however, is a interesting take. So LFT came out with this pack. I believe I forget which magazine it was. I'd have to double check. But the point I'm trying to get across here is that LFT had a magazine that came out that had a bunch of Spanish Civil War scenarios, and to go along with the Spanish Civil War scenarios, they had an extra like PDF file or essentially a list of changes that would apply to a bunch of different units. So, as you might be able to note, I'm using British counters, and despite using British counters, or in spite of using British counters, they're Spanish. Technically, the British are the bad guys, and the Russian colored counters are the good guys, or depending on how you want to look at it, fascists versus communists. This scenario also is going to be quite interesting just because of uh, one of the special rules, which hopefully I will play correctly. And 100% apologies to the designer if I don't. And the reason I say this is because um, so this scenario invokes Alpine Hills or Alpine Hills, however you want to pronounce it. And this is very problematic. Also, apparently nobody's ever played this, presumably once, but I don't know if this is the correct Hill of Death or if it's a different one by Avalon Hill and potentially even just a critical hit one. It's very strange the way that it's written because it says nationalists versus Republicans, which is true, and then Italians versus Allied miners, which isn't. And usually, when that's the case, it's because someone is pointing to a critical hit scenario or one that is using different counters. So, like I said, it's not this one, so I don't know exactly which what Roar is pointing to, and if that's the case, well, then nobody's ever played this. That all said and done, the reason why this scenario is kind of crazy is because it has a bunch of SSRs that are going to, well, one in particular that bogs things down. So this is two custom boards. It also means that the custom boards have not really been worked on. I don't think. Yeah, there's no LOS tool that works. Primarily because the first map, the top one, seems to be broken or was never designed for it. And board two allegedly is fine, but once you break LOS on one, it usually breaks it everywhere. So not gonna have it. And this is kind of problematic, just in general because LOS tools are nice to have, but in particular because Alpine Hills, which I'm going to just read the rule here because I think it's probably the better way to put it. It says Alpine Hill option. So the previous rule treats hills basically all like the same level LOS. So if you're on V2, you can see into U3, you can see into T3, you can see into S4, etc. Alpine Hill changes that and says those wishing to simulate the latter style of terrain can invoke an SSR by allowing equal elevation hill hexes to block LOS through, not into them. So a unit always requires a height at least equal to the height equivalent of an obstacle to see past it to a same level target. Therefore, a unit on a level 1 hill, so T7, or on the first level of a building, is high enough to see over the ground level woods or any other level 1 obstacle at ground level symbol to a level 1 or higher target. It is also high enough to see over a rec, AFE, half-level obstacles such as wall hedge at ground level, and thereby negate the effects they exert on a same level LOS, although TAM still may still apply. And basically, that all that is to say that if you're in U2, you can't see S1. You can see T1, you can see T2, you can see V1, you can see V2, etc., etc., etc. And you can see all the lower hill hexes, but you can't see from U2 to U8, even though there's nothing technically that's blocking it. So you always need height advantage. So P2 can't see into R3, etc., etc., etc. You know, like W5 can't see into AA7, all that stuff. Which is kind of a pain because I didn't really think about it when I was setting up as the Republicans, reading it as the nationalists, and it's kind of just a pain. And hopefully the 8 turns will be long enough that the attackers won't be able to punch through, or I can give them enough of a nosebleed that they won't be able to set up weapons effectively fast enough. Now, all that said and done, the scenario objective, the way to win is the nationalists win immediately when there are no good order Republican MMCs on a level 4 hill, which I also didn't really pay attention to. So let me just rework some stuff here because I need to rejigger some stuff. All right, you know what? It's cool when we get to redo all this anyways. So let's do this. Do Sanger. Because the idea I had in mind was, okay, well, if I need good order units, and didn't realize it was on had to be on a higher level, then I'm technically fine with having units be on the lower level, on level 3, that is, aka that color. If I can have them on a lower level and still be able to shoot at adjacent units, that's fine. I'm basically just gonna make them fight for it as long as possible, and that's not how that works. So I need, yeah, let's do you and you here. I think this is good. Also, yeah, okay, so and we'll put the trench. You know what? Screw it. I'll just put them both in trenches. There. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine for what I want. Not the best setup and all that, but better than better than I had originally put it. So you need good order Republican MMCs on a level 4 hill. So you really got to have both sides, work towards that height advantage. I guess that does mean I can afford to have a unit come in on this side as well, and maybe do this and have them both come on. Okay, so with that done for both sides, I do have a couple things here to also mention. So, and maybe I should put this over on the other side as well. So, in essence, the attacker have a lot of squads. There's a few that start on board. You can exchange one squad that would come on board for a gun and its crew. So that's what I did here. Everybody else has to come in afterwards. There is a rule that says that if you can't push one of the weapons on board on turn 1, they'll automatically come in on turn 2. It's pretty nice. Um, Honestly, I guess like to have it so that they at least come in rather than automatically be on the map. So that's something to keep in mind, because I guess if you don't, it doesn't say they're eliminated, and your units say that they're allowed to enter. But I think the problem is that if you attempt to get on map and you fail, you're eliminated because you just couldn't. I don't know. There's a weird ASL thing there. I'm 100% sure of it. So we're not gonna pay attention to it right now, or I'm not gonna really care for it, because I think the attackers kind of need it to kind of punch through. Um, um, Other than that, rocky nature of the terrain. All entrenchment attempts are +2 DRM. I don't think I'm really going to care for that. Grain is vineyards, orchards are olive groves. Again, I don't think I'm really going to care for this, especially since grain only shows up really at the front and orchards only in one spot. Otherwise, all the way in the back, that doesn't really matter. Um, After setting up, the Republican player rolls dice, which I guess technically I should move this tank, but I can always make that. I could make it work anyways. And just give me a reason to move them. So the AFVs, you roll a die, one single die for each AFV after you set them up. If you roll a 3 or higher, the AFV is immobilized. Despite this, though, all AFVs are treated as if they were radio equipped, so you don't actually have to do platoon movement. It makes it so that this kind of really sucks. Although, I can still watch, a bunch of hexes, but this guy's essentially just dead. I can't do anything with him. I could attempt to abandon the vehicle, which isn't that bad either. It gets me a crew, um, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I mean, honestly, it could happen with any of the vehicles, so I mean, it's not the end of it. Um, what else? And the small mortars are the small mortars. I got 2 of them. They're somewhere in here. Is this stack? Yeah. The 51 millimeters don't have smoke, so it's something to keep in mind. And because this, like I said, this came with a special PDF that you have to pay attention to. So, um, yeah, sorry, I got something on my phone here. All right, so the PDF, like I said, has a bunch of capabilities that you need to know, or should know, will want to know, whatever, in order to play this. So the scenario card marks the Russian troops as British International, a British battalion of an international brigade. If we look at the capabilities chart, international brigades have commissars. They start or can be 458s. They decrease to 447s, and they decrease to 426s. Afterwards, they disrupt. Nobody has assault fire. Nobody can spray fire. There's no smoke for infantry. No quarter is in effect. Massacre is allowed. And then in terms of heat of battle, they're neutral. And if I remember correctly, there's some issues with how certain units can't use MMGs without like you need a crew to operate some of those weapons. Whereas if I look for the Legion troops, which is what the attackers are, the Legion troops, they have 458s, 44 and 457s. They both will go down to 447s. They both go down to 436s afterwards. They are stealthy. They can declare hand to hand, and a 436 failing ELR suffers casualty reduction. So yeah, it's the Legion troops will expire really quickly if you have really bad rolls. Um, because I'm using, like, despite me using British counters, I don't prevent from cowering, so that's something important to keep in mind. Um, Again, no assault fire, no spraying fire, no smoke, no quarter massacre, and the Legion has some pretty good stats for heat of battle and leader generation. So, um, yeah, we'll just have to see how that all works out. So, with all that explanation out of the way, let's get into some actual shooting and stuff and thing. I think the EC is normal and no wind. Yeah, very dry. Sorry. Very dry. Let's get that counter out. I don't think very dry is really going to matter, to be honest, but you never know. I can imagine if there was chance for fire, it would happen. But there's not really that much fire terrain, to be honest, so we'll see. Alright, so turn 1, weather, no change. No rally phase actions to do. Also, I guess technically, like, these guys are concealed. These guys will be concealed, conceal these. Yada, yada. Yeah, I think the only people who aren't concealed are, like, these front guys and all these recruits, I think. So, prep fire phase, I will have the gun shoot at the Sanger conscripts in Q4 to hit. That is actually a hit. I still have my light dust settings on. Did I not? I gotta take those off. There. Not that that's gonna show up for a little bit, but um, all right. So that is a hit because there is just a +1, and I need an 8 on infantry target type. There are no. It doesn't say whether or not I use red or black colors. I don't think. Let me see here, just in case. OBA. Yeah, I have stats for OBAs, but I don't have stats for red or black. So I'm just gonna assume black for everybody. So that will be a hit. I have to. Oh my god. Okay. Well. Uh, 2 on a 75 is 1K straight up. So first shot of the game kills a conscript immediately. I'm actually not sure if that might do something like eliminate the Sanger. I'm gonna assume not. Just because. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Movement phase. So movement phase. Alpine hills don't change values, I don't believe, of movement. They just make it so that the line of sight is really weird. So with that in mind, let's get up to no good here. So I'm going to have these guys over on the right are going to declare CX. I'm going to have them go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if anybody could really see them. They might. I think so because of the height advantage. And I can't check LOS. But I'll do a 2 down 2. Nope. Never mind on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should put... there's one residual. Over on the left, one of the 458s will go to P8 for 1. 2 into P7. And then into Q7. And I don't think this guy could see him. He'll cut and this guy's paid 4 so far. I might as well do 5, 6 to be honest. And since I don't think Yeah, those guys are behind. This guy can maybe see here, but that's 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, they can. I'll do it for this guy. It's a 2 down 2. It's a K1. That sucks. It's not what you want to see. Okay. Well, so it's immediately even. Even Stevens on that one. That is a 1 residual there. The other guy's going to declare CX. Goes 1, 2. You know what? 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, I would risk it to go up here anyways. 4 down 2 is a 6 on 4 is a normal. There we go. I just have to not roll 12s all the time. Easy, easy, easy. Did I have my... Do I have my sniper setting up? I have a sniper of 2 and 3. That didn't activate. Did I not put it? Info. Of course I didn't. Okay, so the British counters are the Axis. Their ELR is 4. The Allied ELR is 2. And their SAN is 3. Which means sniper. They didn't get a sniper. And I didn't get a sniper with the other one because it was a 2-hit from this guy's gun, and he can't do that. All right, cool. Now to do all the other peeps and hope that they don't get blasted. So these guys will just go individually because they don't need to go together. Bypass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same idea. These guys will declare CX. I'll have them go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can split up afterwards. These guys will go as a pair. 1, 2, 3, and bypass 4, 5. This guy's marked. I forgot to mark him. And the 9, 2 is going to go 1, bypass 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy can't see him. Yeah, that should be it for that side. Gun 1 is going to attempt to move. They will just barely do it because there's no TEM. So it should be able to just get there. I forget if that costs all their movement if you equal, but I don't really need them to move more. Mortar is going to do the same thing. And then the other mortar is also going to be able to move. So everybody gets on board, which is nice. And then speaking of on board, 8-1 is going to declare CX with all his gang. I think everybody's movement should be fine. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then... Yeah, I'm not going to risk a 7, 8. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? It turns out I don't need to CX because I can't really go anywhere else. So I will have them not do that. And then, kind of same idea. Actually, I don't, why am I doing this? I don't need to CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I could go for like 2 down whatevers, but I really don't think I would. I think I'm just chasing sniper rolls at that point. That's it for that defensive fire phase. I mean, I don't think I have any other shots to make, to be honest. So we'll just go to advanced fire phase, which shockingly, I don't even think I want to do any. If I take off residual, these guys might be able to see him through these trees. I'm not sure. But it'd probably be the only thing to do. It'd be what, 3, 3, 6, 9. You know what? I'm gonna try just to see. Okay, yeah, it's a 9 firepower. Man, despite all that, 9 firepower. That's crazy. It's a 9 flat. IFT. No. 9 on 9. Might be a pin test check. Yeah, it's a pin test check, but nope. No, well, they're pinned, but it doesn't do anything, I guess is more the point. There are no routes because everybody immediately just were vaporized on either side. So advanced phase. I have a lot of CX guys, which means I can't like do double advances or whatever. So they're gonna go into M5. This guy will. You know what? I'm going to throw him into P5. That way he can't be doubled, but I still get the height, which is what I want. R6 will go into the woods because I don't need them to go anywhere else. This guy will split with the other one so that they're a little bit safer. These guys in Z6 will go to Y6. The MMGs and leader are going to go up. The squad will go to the left. Yeah, I'm going to have the mortars go up. With the leader and squad with the LMG, yeah, they'll just go to AA7. I could go to CC7, but it's kind of a, do I want to? Going to CC7, I could see this guy, I could shoot at him. Sure, why not? This guy will go in the woods, this guy will go up. I can't move the guns. And that should be it. For now, anyways. So, that's it for advances. There's no CC phase. We will go to turn 1 for the Republicans. Because they're not Russians. No weather change. What an awful time for my thing to go. Terrible time for my phone to be busy. All right. So like I said, weather that didn't change anything, so I have nothing to worry on that end. But we are gonna have a couple other things that I need to make sure I don't die over, specifically with these, with the troops on the right flank, conscripts. I'm not sure if I want to pull the conscripts out. I don't think I will. I think I'm just gonna keep them and be a pass with them. I think it's probably the best way to do it. So no rally phase actions because nobody has to do anything. Prep fire phase. These guys are in woods, but you know what? I will take a 4-up-1. 8 on 4 is nothing, sadly. And if I had a backup squad, I'd probably go in and try to CC them, but I don't. I will take another 4. 6 on 4 is a normal. So I got 2 normals here. I got a pin. And I got a break. So this guy, top guy's pinned. Bottom guy breaks. There we go. That's unfortunate. Can I see this guy? Maybe. I'll take a shot, but I don't know if I can actually see him. No, these woods would absolutely block it, so good roll too. Alright. So now that that's kind of figured out, let's try. This is just down the sight line, so he'll be able to see him. So AA-10 shoots this guy out in the open. It should be a 2 flat. Didn't matter. Which is great because now I can take these 2 guys and fire group them. Now I'm going to have them do a 4 flat against the 9-1. It's not going to do anything. That's a bummer. That would have been nice to have that be the 5 fire or the 5 roll on that one. Um, I don't think. I mean, I can try another 2 flat on the 9-1. No. 7 on 2. I don't even think that's a pin test. No, that's not even a pin test check. I could have added a 1, I guess, but whatever. What else we got? Prep fire, prep fire, prep fire. None. I do need to move these vehicles. So I'm going to have this guy try to start his tank. He does. You know what? I'm actually kind of fine with the idea of taking him. And I will do... What the heck just happened there? I'll just delete this. So started for 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think any of these guns will be able to see him. So he gets there for 4 and then stops. The entire idea is going to be to shoot at this guy and essentially support these conscripts. Kind of a same idea here. This guy will attempt to start. He makes it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then stop for 11. I didn't want to go to P1 because I think at least this artillery piece would be able to see him. And I don't want that. And then this vehicle will start and should be able to do so for free. I don't know why I rolled since he can do it for free. Which costs 1, so I have 20. And I need to double check because open ground for an armored car, I believe, is 3 normally. What is it for open ground here? 3, yeah, okay. Which is a problem because I can't chase this down. Because this is 3, 6, 9, or sorry, 6, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. Actually, no, you know what? I can do this. 19, 20, and then stop for 21. There you go. Right? Start for 1, 4, 7, turn for 8, 10, 13, 16, 19, turn again. Yeah, okay, I counted that right. Perfect. So now these guys are just, I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's just annoying. But I think that's going to be it for movement for now. Defensive fire phase. Alright, defensive fire. I need to do a couple of things. First and foremost, I need to get these mortars and artillery piece sing in here. So let's have... I'm going to have the artillery piece shoot first. They're going to shoot at the nearest guy. They'll see him. No problem whatsoever. Range is 8. 2 hit is not going to get it. No rate of fire. But there is acquisition, so I might as well start tracking that for that hex. I might as well return the favor here. I'm gonna fire group the 458 that is pinned and the one that isn't. So it's going to be 2 firepower, 6 up 2. So 6 up 2. I'm looking at an 8 on 6, which I don't... Is a pin test check? I'll take a pin test check. Why not? He's pinned. Alright. Same idea. 4 up 2. Nope. I can't see this guy. I shouldn't be able to see these guys. So this stack is useless. Or useless. Well, anyways. Can't do anything with them. That's a woods, but this is 2 levels above, so I think I should be able to see. So I'll try, yeah, I'll try an 8 firepower up 2. Nope. There we go. Okay, so gun on the right is going to shoot at AA1. It should, just because of the height, distance, from it and the height, I should be able to see it no problem. So... 2 hit, that's a great roll. Once again, range is 11, which on the infantry target type, I just need a 7, because again, I'm assuming black numbers here. So 7, there's only really a +1 from the Sanger, so that'll be a hit. We're looking at 6 on 14, which is a 2 morale check. That will ELR them and break. So that guy's now broken. There is a acquisition. And I will take a second shot at him. As I mentioned, there's only a +1, but that will be enough to get me out of, to not be able to hit a second time. So unfortunately, that's just going to be stuck, or that's the only thing I can get out of him for that one. I got the mortar in the middle. He's going to shoot at the guy in Z1. Same idea. Because of the height, because this is 2 levels above, I should be able to see this no problem, especially considering distance. So it's a mortar. It's an area target type. And at that range, it should be... Wait, what was the range? It should be like 12 or something. Did I... 11. Which means I need a 7 to hit. I don't count the Sanger. I don't count anything else, really. So, because there's no LV hindrance or anything like that. So I will hit, which is great. It's an 81 millimeter, which means it's 16 firepower. It's halved, so it goes down to 8. I do get a +1 from the Sanger in this instance. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. But I do have rate of fire, so I will take a second shot. And I will not get a second hit. I won't even get a second try. But again, I'm fine with getting acquisitions here because... there we go. Fine with getting acquisitions because those guys... I mean, I could move out, but you're never going to get back in here is the good thing for me. So... last mortar is going to shoot the last guy in a Sanger that I can see to hit. That is absolutely going to be a hit. It's infantry target type, so I don't get anything like a critical hit or anything like that. IFT is a nice 6 on 8, which is a 1 morale check. So first and foremost, I'm just going to grab this since I've already got that expanded. So it's a, when I say 1 morale check, 6 on 8, yeah. Or sorry, that gets the bonus, so it's a 7 on 8, which is still a 1 check. Still a 1 check, which pushes this into ELR territory. That guy breaks. Sniper does not activate. I do have rate of fire, so I will shoot a second time. That'll be another hit. No rate a second time, and then a normal morale check, which they will not pass and become a half squad. So already my weapons are putting in work, which is really nice. I'm going to build up the mortars. So that counts as them shooting, essentially. I did say I wanted to use these guys, and I do think I can shoot here. Let's string it. I think that should be clear. Yeah, it's clear. So this is... What range was that? 7? Ah, that's a shame. So it's going to be 3 firepower flat. 7 on 3 is a pintash check. Might as well. They're fine. I can do... Yeah, these guys are going to shoot at the same target. It will be, instead of 3, it's going to be a wonderful 16 flat. 4 on 16 is a K3. This is not going well for the defenders here. I'm really going to have to hope that either their dice get really hot really quickly, or... yeah, there's another ELR as well. God damn. I'm going to have to hope their dice get hot real quickly, or that the vehicles are going to make the difference here. Because I can see... I could really see a... if you were able to get a lot of overruns, example, that could do really well and save save the Russians, well, from a lot of trouble. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? I mean, I did get Rate of Fire, which is super nice. I'm not. You know what? I do. I have my. Oh, sorry, my commissar's over here. Hmm. I'm going to try and blast the guy in Y1 first. Should be the same idea. Um. Oh, you know what? No, I should do. I mean, I already scanned for it, but um, I don't think I could see it because of the woods in the way. I'm pretty sure the wood's in the way in this one. And I don't have a rate, so that's a shame. Oops, not what I wanted. I wanted this one. I don't know if I have anybody else to shoot. These guys just got bad modifiers, so it's not really worth it. Yeah, I think that's it. Advanced fire phase, I don't really have any. I could shoot the guns on the vehicles, but I'm just gonna wait. Routes. Let's take off, oops, not what I wanted. Take off that and defensive. So routes is gonna be important here. Technically, this guy can't see him or him, so I can route this way, and he's fine. Because it is the nearest, and even though it's equal, I don't have to I don't have to abandon it, or not abandon it, but I don't have to ignore it. Over here, I mean, these guys, there's no sense leaving them in here, so I might as well just pull them back into these woods. And then I'll probably send the 248s into their spots. As much as I don't want to send 248s into their spots, it's kind of what I need to do. I don't think he can go here. He might be able to because it's just equidistant. But if I can ignore it and go, say, here, because that's a woods, I might as well do that. So I will do that. And then hope that they're not eliminated for failure to rally. Commissar is available. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time with the Commissar, I think. That's it for routes. Advances. Advances, man. Yeah, I kind of want... I do want these guys in. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to combine movements here. And since they're at least not spotted, since they're still concealed, they should have a better time at it. This guy I don't think can actually get shot at by here, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep him there. Screw it. These Sanger dudes, like I said, are just gonna stay there. I don't really need to move these guys. So I think that's it. There's no CC. So we'll go into turn 2. We'll go into turn 2, take off these moves, take off pins, as I always tend to forget. What else do we got here? We got weather. Weather does not change anything, which is pretty typical. Rally phase, I mean, I'm going to try and self-rally this guy. I will not make it, but by the slimmest of margins, and I'm actually kind of sad I didn't get it. That would have been cool. I got 2 rallies to do. The leader has to drop concealment to do so. I mean, okay, so technically I don't have to do this, but I think in the spirit of it, you should always be trying to rally, even if it's probably way likelier to get a 12 or a 2 than nothing. Or, you know, you're going to get nothing versus 12 and 2s, but might as well. Over here, same idea. The Commissar has to drop concealment. He will attempt to rally. He won't, which means this guy is eliminated because he can't go lower than conscript. So he's just dead. If I remember correctly, there's nothing that says, yeah, allied leader penalties when using non-specific leader, crew need in order to use support weapons and guns. Yeah, qualified use supplies or non-qualified use supplies. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about exemption, because sometimes they'll say you can, if you fail a rally, they're just, they just don't succeed, and that's it. But not the case here. So that's it for rally phase. So we'll go to prep fire. Prep fire, we're gonna do the whole gun dance all over again. So gun 1 to hit. It's a +1 down 1. That's it. It'll be a hit. Geez, I've only rolled really low on these guns. I mean, I'm happy for it, but I feel bad at the same time being the defender here. We're playing both sides. It's a 4 on 14, which is a 3 morale check. And these guys won't make it. And they're going to ELR as well, which means they're disrupted. Which again, not good. I did not get rate, which is fine. I don't need these guys to get rate if they're just going to succeed right away. Same idea. So I have, I mean, I can see, I can just see what's going on in that hex. So I get the minus, I get the -2, and that's not going to go away. As far as I know, because you can't gain concealment, or you can't gain acquisition on a concealed unit, but if they're not concealed anymore, or if the unit goes away and then they're replaced with a concealed unit, I don't think the acquisition then goes away. Either way, it's a 6. I need a 7 at that range. There's a +2 for concealed, which brings it to 8. There's +1 for Sanger, which brings it to 9, and there's a -2. So I will get a hit, just barely. It's a 7 on 14, which is a 2 morale check. And oh my god, okay, well, these guys will break. Things are not going well for these guys at all. Mortar will attempt to hit. I think in this case, because there's a concealed unit, there might be a +2. I actually need to double check this. Ordnance to hit. Concealed target. Is the area of fire thing always, that's gotta be, that's just with nothing in sight, right? Or am I going crazy? Please tell me that's not. Any shot affected by provision of area of fire caused by the target status uses a case K. Yeah, I think that, yeah. If I remember correctly, that just means that you're using a shot against a concealed unit will get the +2, but otherwise, if it's a known unit, you're not adding +2. If I remember correctly, that's how it is. Because otherwise, then man, I've been playing area fire for like wrong forever, and I think I might have like seen that and then forgotten about it or whatever. But it doesn't really make sense that. Because it's target status, so yeah, just if it's a hidden concealed target. I like how it says the effect of a hit that used KK is not halved as area fire. But if you're using area fire, like what? Anyways, it doesn't matter. It is it's a +2 down 2 for concealed, but for acquisition of the area. Sanger isn't counted here. Sanger is counted on the effect die. So this is an 8 on 8, which is a normal morale check, which they will pass, but they will lose concealment. My 2 hit did not have rate, and now for this guy, I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna switch it to. Can I see that? Probably not. No, I'll just move it to here. Whatever. 2 hits. It's an 8. What is my range on that one? 10? No, I won't hit it. But I will get acquisition. I do have rate as well, so that's nice. I will get a hit the second time around. That's 4 on 8, which is not good. 2 morale check. Yeah, this guy breaks. Sniper, still not awake. I have acquisition. I mean, I have that as well. I do have rate of fire, so I will shoot a third time. 9 down 2 is 7, so it is a hit, barely, and it's a dud anyway, so there you go. Alright, well that's... Do I need to shoot with these mortars at all? I mean... You know what? I can shoot the mortars... yeah, okay. So the squads will shoot 1 mortar each into, you know, this guy, which they should be able to see, because unlike the others, yeah, that doesn't... It barely doesn't touch it. So they'll, you know, guy 1, 2 hit, doesn't break the mortar, won't get anything in. Guy 2 will shoot as well. He will get a hit. IFT is a dud. Okay. And then they'll both shoot their firepower, which is just going to be a 4-up-1. Alright. Alright. So that was effective. Do I want to kill these guys? They are 7 morale. Yeah. Stack will shoot at the further guy. It's a 16 flat. No rate, that sucks, but 6 on 16 is nothing to complain about, really. 2 morale check, they're dead. Alright. I will definitely take kills wherever I can here. It definitely feels like I'm gonna need it, especially as time gets shorter, and I need to either move up the hill or you know, do the whole break everybody stuff. This guy's broken, so I don't really need to do anything else. TBH. So yeah, I think I'm going to go to movement phase. I actually have a lot of problems. I do, but I have to be really careful here to not really mess with too much. Sorry, phone here being kind of crazy again. There we go. All right. So, like I said, I got some problems with movement here because honestly, there's a lot of open ground, which isn't fun, but more specifically because on the left, the armored car is going to give me problems, and I need to not die to it. And if I do have anybody die, I need to have not a lot of people die to it. Similarly, the tanks are going to be a problem because I don't really have anything effective to destroy them. I mean, I have an artillery piece, but it's not looking, it can't see them. This artillery piece can't see them because these hills are blocking these ones. Similarly, over on the left side, I might be able to get a shot on this tank with this mortar, but it's a mortar. Mortars aren't good against vehicles. So those are 2 problems there, which might just mean I either need to get into CC, hope the tanks screw up somehow, and then push through, which because of LOS, it shouldn't be that hard to attempt. But at the same time, just getting up these hills is going to be a problem. So any open ground I got to be really careful about. So let's do some of the easier movement first here. So this unit's going to lose concealment. CX, it's going to go up for 2. I really don't want them getting any closer. Actually, you know what? I'm going to shoot the tank first. So the tank is going to shoot its machine gun, which is a hull machine gun, 4 firepower. It's going to be a 4 down 2, which is a 7. 7 on 4 is a pintash check, which they pass. So I'm going to use the gun to shoot at them, which should hit them because it should just be a flat number. But it is a 9 on, and it shouldn't have been a. I don't think that would be a critical either. I'm gonna say it's not. I do have rate of fire, but that's not really gonna matter. I will mark. I will get a counter that says BMG. There you go. So it gets there. It's been shot at twice. I should get a acquisition just to be fair to everybody. So there's an acquisition on these guys from the gun. The Sanger will then open up as an 8 down 2. They'll cower. Because they're conscripts, they cower twice, if I remember correctly. So instead of 8, they cower back down to their original 4. So 6 on 4 is a normal morale check, and they pass. This is not going well at all. They've final fired. There is 2 residual, which is just as much as the tank's MG. That's funny. Okay, so that guy was there for 2, and then I'm just gonna go back into the woods for 4 total. I don't actually think. Can I see that? No. If I put that at the bottom, do I see it? Sometimes there's some weird stuff that happens with, yeah, I can't see it. Okay. I want to final protective fire, but I'm not going to do it against here. If only because I know that this guy's going to lose CX. And then I'm just going to go up as an assault move up for 2 movement factors. And he's going to shoot because he ain't got anything better to do. He's going to cower again. So instead of 8, it's 4. It means he cowers down twice. So he's a 1 firepower. That actually pins them because it counts as a morale check. So it's a 1 firepower down 2. So it is a normal morale check, which they will pass. Okay. And they're pinned now. So now they're super screwed. The squad in 05, same type idea. We'll go to P4. This squad, the conscripts, will shoot at them as a 4 down 2. That's an amazing shot. K2. So they're immediately half squatted. That's been the only problem at this point is, yeah, and they break. They won't ELR because their ELR is 3, right? Is it 3? 4. Yeah, they don't ELR. But these guys have shot. Yeah, that's just the worst of it, really. These guys will all lose CX. I'm gonna have 1 squad go in these woods as a normal move. Ah, man. I'm not gonna shoot at them with the armored car. And then I'm gonna have them go into 04, and the conscripts are gonna subsequent. So it's a 4 flat. 7 on 4 is a pintash check, and they will pin, which really sucks because now I don't have to, but I'm gonna devote another squad to go into the woods, and then go into N3, and I'm gonna have the armored car shoot first because I'm just gonna have to shoot first. It's a 4 flat. It doesn't cower, so it is a 4 on 4, which is a 1 morale check, which they pass. That sucks. I'm gonna have the conscript shoot. Yeah, they shot there. They shot this guy. Yeah, they're gonna final protective fire. Okay, that counts as, yeah, it counts as a morale check, which is the worst thing that can happen because this guy immediately becomes a half squad, for failing his shot, breaks, and then because it's a morale check and he's a conscript, he disrupted himself. Yeah. And I'm not going up the hill, so this guy can't participate. And then these guys are going to essentially go to L4 and then L3 for 3 total. So that I can, because I want to mess this guy up in CC. I think, I'm not actually 100% sure if you can intensify with a vehicle CMG. Let me see here. Area target type, conditional, final fire restriction, pinned. If I do overrun prevention, not what I'm looking for. Gun cannot use intensive firepower. Because I don't see it. The problem is that when you have a CMG, does a CMG count as gun if it's the main armament? And I'm 100% sure that I've asked this question before, but the problem is that it doesn't really, because it comes up so infrequently. It doesn't. It's just kind of doesn't show up. So you got to dig for it again. I don't see anything here, which is a problem because I know there's a specification. AA use, acquisition loss, CC, stabilized. Oh man, what would it be? If I looked at gun, if I go to gun, C2.1 maybe? Gun type, description, facing, etc. Rate of fire, special ammo, range limit. Oh man, I feel like I'm so close to like getting that info, but I think I'm just gonna have to move on and assume it would not be able to. Which is a bummer because I wouldn't mind doing it. If I could do it, I would like to be able to do it, but because even if it's I really want to know. Does anyone? If only I could have somebody in chat with more knowledge than I would hit me up on that one. But anyways, I'm just gonna say they don't, and leave it at that. Because it would be nice to know, because even it would still be a 4 and it'd still be 4 flat, but you know, 4 flat is still 4 flat, and if I could kill a 9-2 for example, it'd be pretty nice. I just don't see anything. I don't see anything about it. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. Alright, now for the middle and right side here. Right side first. Squadron DD4 is going to go, I might as well just do 1, 2, 3. I can't really do, like I could go 4, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I will have the guy in the Sanger shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is at full firepower now. So it's a 4 down 2. It says 6 on 4, which should be a morale check. So he passes, flying colors. This guy will do similar, so 1, 2, 3. That's as far as he can really go. There is a 2 residual. This gang will lose CX. I will have them just go individually. So 1, 2. This guy will shoot at him as a 2 down 2. Cowers. But he only cowers once. So that'll still be a kill. But he is final fired. Or, yeah, he is final fired. Sniper? No sniper. There's been no snipers all day today. He cowered, so he just... No, there's not even any residual. Which this guy will just... I guess, like, 1, 2, 3. Screw it. If he's seen his buddy die, but might as well try. And speaking of, this guy will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will do a final protective fire because screw it. That will break this guy, and it's 2, 8, 6 down 2, pin test check. He's not, yeah, he's not pinned. This guy breaks. I mean, I kind of needed to do something, so I think him breaking isn't really the end of the world. Doors open, so I'm going to have this guy CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, screw it, 8. Nobody else can see him, so these guys can't shoot at him. I don't think they could shoot. These guys could shoot here because of this hill. Man, my defense has not been. I wonder if maybe I should have tossed really just everybody here, but even that doesn't seem like a really good idea. These guys lost CX, so they can't re-CX. They'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I wonder if maybe I should have more. If I should have had more guys on the hillside. Maybe that's. I think this is gonna. I'll end this at some point, and that's what my consensus will be for. I'll say to myself, I should have just had everybody on the lips. Why not? Yeah, phrasing right there. Defensive fire phase. I mean, none. Everybody that can shoot has shot. There's not much else I can really do, to be honest. Advanced fire phase. I do have some options. I will take a advanced fire phase shot between N3 and O4 against the broken guys. I know they're broken, but I might as well try to kill them if possible. So it's 9 up 1. I'm not gonna do anything. Same idea here. It's 8 firepower up 1. 7 on 8 is a 1 morale check. Those guys break. And it's ELR, so they're broken and disrupted. Yeah, things are going terribly here. So I'm just gonna mark them as prep, even though, I always forget because LMGs, I guess it's the user is marked as half firepower. I think I might be able to shoot the LMG against, because even though it's the advanced fire phase and would normally be halved and would disqualify it, I think because I'm adjacent, I'm allowed to. Again, if someone knows that rule better than I do, which is, you know, incredibly likely, I'm not putting that out as like some weird challenge. Let me know, because I would like to know if that's like some weird limitation on there. Well, weird. So anyways, 2 hit. Despite the small size, the leader direction and all that will be a hit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh boy. This has just been this has been really bad for the defenders here. 3, there's no armor. There's no armor because the armored car does not have any. So it doesn't get reduced. The 2 kill number goes up by 2, so it's 6. And because there's no reduction, we're looking at a burned vehicle, which means that there's not even a chance of there's not even a chance of a crew. They literally just are a flaming wreck at this point, which isn't like a problem at all for me. I guess the only problem is I would have liked to have these guys advance, but then I'm kind of saving myself from my own problems, because then these guys can't shoot at them. So actually, I might. I didn't think about that, because the distance between this guy might not be able to. Actually, they might both be able to. I didn't think about that. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna have to live with it. I really think the LOS tool being broken is really screwing with me, and so is the fact that like orchards or vineyards. And Alpine Hills is just really just mucking stuff up. I did mean to take a 4 up 1 or up 2 shot against that guy, didn't work, and a 6 up 1 shot against that guy. Not coward because of leader direction, but is a 5 on 6, which is a 1 morale check. And that guy's dead. Jesus, really? What else must I do? What? God, this is the okay. Um, take off preps, take off defensive, advances. I mean, I don't need to or sorry, I somehow skipped through routes for whatever reason. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay, I know why. Anyways, sorry. So routes. Routes is going to be really annoying because one side is not doing well. So it has to be the attacker first. So in that terms, there's only one. He can see this guy, but honestly, it's not really going to change anything. The only problem is that going up here would be 5, whereas this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, he's got to go there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 goes to this building. Because he can't see these gentlemen on the right, which means he should be allowed no problem. And then it comes to the defenders here, and no quarter is in effect, so I can't surrender. None of these guys can surrender, and I have to low crawl despite being disrupted. Because disrupt, you can't route normally, blah blah blah. So these guys all just route into the open, essentially, except that guy for Crag, but whatever. This guy will have to do the same thing. He can route up, and that's pretty much it. Actually, you know what? He can see this guy. I wouldn't be able to get closer. But I can continue to route. I can say screw it. Are there any other? No. Okay, so his target's going to be here, which means if I go here, this should be legal. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think so, because he can't see anybody else. So he goes up here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I have a chance. I have a chance, baby, and that's all I need. And then that's it for routes. Advances. He's gonna go into the Sanger. Same idea. Goes into the Sanger. At least I'm pretty sure I can go into the Sanger as while I'm going up. This guy can't advance into Y2 because it would take all of his movement, and he's CX'd, so he has to go to Z2, Y4 to Y3. These dudes will go up 1. The 9-2 and squad can't really do anything out here, and if I'm thinking they can get shot from these now, I might as well just draw them back. These guys are effectively like pointless. They don't need to be here anymore, so I'll advance them. This guy can go up, this guy can go up. And this gang, that's just empty, so I'll just go into the Sanger because it fits a squad. I think that's it for advances. CC, there's as yet no CC. Yeah, no CC. So we'll go to Russian turn 2 or Republican, whatever. Turn 2. Turn 2 defender. All right. Whether there are gusts. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, so there are gusts. So Gus will take place. I think I need to randomly determine direction. Roll for direction if no wind. So I have to roll for direction, which then would go here, but there's no burnable terrain. Okay. Alright, so that is settled. I gotta take out pins there. Rallies, I mean, there's like no... I can't self-rally any of these guys, so it doesn't matter. These guys are DM'd, but... Oops. I will attempt to rally them. So guy 1, 6 down 1. Wow, this guy comes back, and then the second guy is, he's screwed. He'll stay DM'd because he's adjacent. Commissar. Nope. This guy ELRs to CC to a conscript, and then loses DM. Alright. What else do we got? Do we got anything else? This guy's rally phase has nothing he can do. That's pretty much it. Alright, prep fire phase. Prep fire phase, I have some options here. I do want the vehicles to start doing stuff. So, with that in mind, machine gun, 4-up-1. Doesn't cower, 7, pin test check. So this guy's pinned. And then the gun will shoot. Gun will get a critical, which is fantastic. IFT, okay, well that's not. So instead of a +1, it's just a down 1. It's a 45, which is a 5 firepower thing, goes up to 10. So all that for a pin task check. He's already pinned. Sniper doesn't activate, so thankfully. I will take a second shot, and I will get a second hit. And then 8th is another pin task check, which you can't do, and that's it for this guy's shooting. Same idea from guy in Q1, except I want to hit the LMG guy. So 4-up-1, nope, and then 2 hit will be a hit. 4 and 5 is 2 morale check. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, 2 morale check. So this guy will break. Doesn't ELR. I do have rate. I'm feeling lucky, so I'll shoot the same spot. I do have acquisition on top of that, so it will be a hit regardless. It's a 6 on 5, which is a normal. This guy will become a half squad. This is good. This is really good. I got rate again, so I will shoot a 3rd time. And that should be a hit regardless, because there's a +1 and then down 2. 7 on 5, pin task check, they can't take it. And that'll be it for this guy's shooting. Now I kind of need to, yeah, I'm going to do a fire group. So the half squad and then the recently returned conscripts. So it'll be 12 up 1. Ooh, okay. That's very lucky me. 5 on 12 is a 2 morale check. So leader first. Leader's completely fine. Sniper does activate. 6-2. 6-2 here. Yeah, it'll go to this guy. Leader, squad, of course. The leader will take a wound. I'm just gonna label this because I think I always mess that up. Zip. Yeah, I don't think it's just. Isn't it a 8-1 now, or am I dreaming here? Where's that counter? I'm just gonna get the counter. It's been a while since I've ever. There you go. Yeah, morale leadership. Yeah, so he's an 8-1. Ah, no, God. There. Okay. Well, that sucks. Bound to happen, but that sucks. So the leader was fine. It was a 2 morale check, and then the second guy will break. And does not ELR, but specifically because the leader brought it back down by 1. These guys will have shotted. So I don't have to, or they're done. Um, Is there anybody else to shoot with? I mean, I don't think he can shoot here, so I'm gonna have him shoot these guys as a 4 flat. Towers. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Movement phase. Honestly, there's not much to move. There's not much I can really do. I can leave Sangers and get in trouble and all that stuff. Man. Sorry, phone stuff at the moment here. I'm trying to. Got another disappointing thing happen. Sucks. Um. Okay, so everybody's dying. Moving phase, there's not much I can really do, to be honest. This guy's screwed. Yeah, like defensive fire. Um, you know, for just for the hell of it, I really don't think I can. I really don't think I should be able to see it. But because these two boards interact with a weird way with regards to this contour, I'm going to try with the artillery piece. I really don't think it's going to work. And if it works, I'm going to kind of be mad at myself. That works. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, there's... this gun is, like, the perfect spot. I don't even care that he didn't get it. Yep, that's powerful stuff here. 4 firepower up 1. 7 on 4 Pintash check. He's fine. No rate. He can't make the same shot. I can get 4 up 2. Yeah, I'll do 4 up 2. Why not? Great shot. 6 on 4 normal morale check against the half squad. It pins. You know, small favors here. Small favors. I'm still doing the whole first fire thing. Man, this is what a wild, wild world. What a wild, wild world I live in. Why not? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, is there any other shots I can do? No. Only guy with an LMG that could shoot is broken. Yeah, I think that's it. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Russians first. They have to keep routing. So this guy's gonna low crawl up. Actually, does he have to? Technically, might, because he's adjacent. These two do, so low crawl, low crawl. Take these off. These guys have to route. So I will have them route 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I guess technically I don't have to have the leader go with them, but I kind of want to save the leader, if I'm being honest. And then these guys have to route. So they will route... What is it? 2? Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because my destination will be here. Because I don't think I can go this way because of the tank. Although I probably wouldn't be able to see him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whereas this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. I have to go there. So 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then next turn, I guess. And there's not... I'm not leaving the leader back here because I don't want him to be conscript food, so... I don't think I'll go into this hangar, but I might go into here. No, actually, it's not worth it. I think that's it for routes. Are there anybody other? This guy's broken. I do want to get him out, so he'll go here for 3, and then 4, 5 because it's still attached. I think that's what I want to do. There. Advances. 7-0 is gonna advance because why not? 4-6 with 4-2-6. I think is just gonna stay there. I think that's the way to do it. CC none still. Turn 3. Turn 3. What do we got here? Weather, no change. Rally phase stuff. All 3 of these guys will lose their DMs, which is pretty nice. I guess that's technically not true. So, you know what? Actually, I'm completely wrong because these guys can see them. They're in range and in open ground. There's no Alpine Hill shenanigans with those guys. So they'll all retain DM, which it doesn't really matter to be honest, but whatever. I will attempt a self-rally on the 8 morale guy here. And I will get it. Barely, but I will get it. This 9-2, man. Being an 8-1 now sucks. Yeah. So... oh, I do have this guy, which can attempt to rally, which will come back. That's pretty... yeah, no, because it'd be +4 for DM, which... Did I not have a DM counter? Whatever. Yeah, okay. Is there any other rally phase actions to do? Oh, right. Commissar. Commissar's got 2 buddies. They're both at 4 morale each. They will both fail. They're both conscripts. They're both dead. Conscripts are not fun. Conscripts are not fun at all. Prep fire. I mean, I could have gotten this guy out of the Sanger. I'm sure someone will probably chide me on this one, but I really want to make this hill as tough as possible, and if it means these guys have to run through open ground and get shot at by a 4-2, then I'll take it. Really, there's not much else I can really do for that one. Do I think this guy could get shot by these mortars? No, I really don't think so. I need to take this off. Now, can I shoot a mortar at this tank? I'm gonna try. Huzzah, is it? No, that clips R1, so 2 hit. I don't break it, but oh, that's what I wanted to do last turn. Whatever. All right. That's unfortunate. Because if I thought about it, it would have been way better. Is there anything else I want to do in the prep fire phase? I mean, a 4-up-1 or 4-up-2 is always nice. 8, oh, well, cowers, so it doesn't matter. For a second there, I was thinking about British. And their powers of not cowering. Hmm. I think that's it for shots, to be honest. I don't really have anything else I want to do. So movement phase. Yeah, movement phase. This guy will lose CX, so I'll just do it now. This guy's going to declare CX. Goes up for 2. He's going to get shot at as a 4 down 2. Alright, well, that guy's dead. This always happens. Immediate punishment with, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the number of times where, like, I just say, screw it, and then I don't immediately just get thrown with, like, just, like, a 1 check, or a normal. It's just always dead. Straight kill. Alright, well, that sucked. So, to avoid being shot by a lot of firepower, the 457, excuse me, is going to go into AA1 for 1, and then 2-3 into A1, or AA1, I should say. The conscripts will shoot at them. Yeah, there's a 2 on 8, which is another KIA. Why are these the numbers that are coming out now? So that's 2 KIAs in just as many shots, which is dumb. But them's the rules, or them's the breaks, I should say. 4. I think the other guy died here. Or this should be 2, actually. There you go. Yeah. That is a bummer. This guy will just go up for... It has to be a normal move. You can't assault move if it uses all of your movement. So I will go up for 4. This guy will shoot as a 4 flat. Why am I... Again, 1 morale check. Break. Man, why? What is this? Where are all these good rules suddenly? What can I do here? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really want to advance into this is the problem. These guys will lose CX. Orchards or what again? Vineyards? Orchards are olive groves. Which means I probably would have had to stay in the X4. How much is an olive grove to get into? This is a very important question here. Olive grove. Okay, so it did cost 2, so I would have had to be here. Okay. Which means that either would have been... screw it. Whatever. I'm here now. Okay, well... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys are all equal, so they can't see them yet. Can the machine gun see them? I'm gonna take a chance. I'm just gonna take a chance on this. Machine gun against, what is it, these guys? That is clear. Range is 6. It's a 4 down 3. Okay. Pretty sure that's just a double. I've only rolled KIAs so far, so that's something. Sniper doesn't activate. They still have rate, so nothing goes there. Assault move. I will take a shot because I don't want these guys getting in. So it's an 8 down 1. 5 on 8 is a 2 morale check, which they will pin. And then this guy will also assault move. This guy will also shoot, but this guy is going to join him, so it's a 12. Yeah, it's 12 down 1. Jeez. 3 on 12, K3. 3 morale check. They will pin. This is not going well. Really not going well. I need to put 2 residual here. Alright. The wounded leader is going to go into the woods because he can't do anything else. The squad with the LMG is going to declare CX. I'm going to try something here, and it's going to really not going to... I'm sure it's going to be very painful to me real soon. So it goes up for 1, or it goes to M3 for 1, up to M2 for 3 total. This machine gun is going to attack. It should be within range. It's a 4 firepower down 4. So 5 on 4 is a 1 morale check. He will pin. Damn. No rate of fire on this machine gun, which, whatever, that's definitely not the end of the world. But it is a pain for that to happen. You know what? This guy will also declare bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have him subsequent. So it's a 2 down 4, was it? 8, 4 on 2, 1 morale check. They also pin. Jeez. Okay, well, this is going to be very bad in the coming turn. He'll also CX bypass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should also have 2 residual and then 1 residual. And then where do I want to spend my 6? Do I want this guy to shoot again? There's also 2 residual here. Yeah, you know what? 4 down. Okay, well, KIA. God, okay, well, this is how I'm going to... Like, for all of the bluster at the start, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're just going to get 5 KIAs? Yeah, just a casual 5 KIAs, no big deal. I should keep moves on, just so... Whatever. This is ridiculous. Yeah, he's going to spend the 1 to get out. 4 down 2? Yeah, it should be 4 down 2 for the machine gun. It's coaxial, so I'm not going to lose acquisition if I remember correctly. So it is a 4 on 4, which is a 1 morale check. This guy breaks. But at least he's shot. If this guy comes out, I'll do a 4 again, down 2. So 6 on 4 is a normal. Okay. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I guess, like, I don't really have... Now that everybody's dead and dying, it really kind of makes it problematic for there to be anything to be done. This guy still has a rate, which is the big problem, because I would love to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get something a little bit better out of this, which I can only really go for this at the moment. So 1, 2, 3, that's as far as I can go with them. They're gonna push, and they will make it, but I think that costs all their movement to do that one. So, and they'll lose acquisition. Defensive fire phase, I mean, the machine gun and leader is going to shoot at the further away guy. Just because. And it is a 4 down 1. So it's a 6 on 4, morale check. He's fine. I don't think I want to do anything else. I mean, I don't really need to do anything else. It's just the thing. I will shoot Another 4 flat against that guy. Doesn't happen. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Advanced fire phase, none, because everybody pretty much, well, uh, this is 3 firepower against U1, 3 up 1. Nope. Alright. Routes, now there's far too many. So, 2. I can go either way, but I'll go this way. And join him. Guy's wounded. Take this DM off. Actually, that DM shouldn't have remained. So that. This guy will route. Well, he'll has to route, I think, to the building. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's just stuck there. Just take these off. This guy can be seen, so he has to low crawl. So he'll just low crawl there. I guess these guys as well. And they can't see any of these guys, I don't think, so they'll both route up. We'll just do that and be done with it. I think that's it. Advanced phase, I mean, you can go in these. You can go into this hangar and hopefully not die. You guys can go in this hangar and hopefully not die. Mortars will go up. Oops, there. Not that that really makes a difference. These guys are pinned, these guys are pinned. And CC, none still, especially because all my guys are pinned. Take off pins. Take off move. Weather, no change. Rallies. I don't have any South rallies to do as the Russians, or Republicans, which is a crazy sentence to say at this point in the game. They can't see anybody, so I think their DMs go away. This guy's... no, because he's not... Yeah, I can keep it on. This guy will lose his DM. Why not? These guys will try to rally. So the undm guy first. It's a down 2, so he'll make it. And then the other guy won't. No, because of +4. And that's pretty much it. Alright, prep fire phase. Like I said, hopefully I won't die here, or I won't lose all of my attackers. So I will do an 8 up 1. That will not work. It's kind of... No, I'll go with my original plan. Conscripts will shoot at the other guy as an 8 up 1. It's a 4 on 8, which should be a 2 check, I think. 2 check. This guy breaks. And then this guy will do a 4 up 1. No. Another 8 up 1, or 8 flat, sorry. 5 on 8 is also a 2 check. He's fine. 8 flat. 8 on 8 is a normal. He's fine. Okay, so in the middle I'm having a hard time. Machine gun in the back, S8, is going to shoot a 4 down 2. Doesn't cower. It's a 2 on 4, which is a K2. So morale check. He breaks and is now half squad. DM or CX goes away. I have rate, so I will shoot at the... I'll just shoot at the same guy. Screw it. It is a 6 on 4, which is a normal morale check. Which he passes. No rate there. The other machine gun will do the same idea. We'll shoot at N1. Oh, you know what? Damn. Okay. Well, whatever. I said I'd shoot anyways. So I'll roll and make sure I don't have. Okay, so I have rate, which is great. Yeah, olive groves are treated as orchards and never out of season, and that's the thing that I missed because I was thinking of, what was it, grain? Yeah, grain is vineyards. So I can't actually see from here, but I've already played it, so whatever. It doesn't mean that I can't shoot at these guys in the hedges, though. So because I had rate, I will shoot at this guy, so it's a 4 flat. Jeez. 3 on 4 is a 2 morale check. Guy breaks. And then I had rate, so another 4 flat. 7 on 4, pin test check. He's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't need to do any movement or anything. I mean, honestly, like, I'll start this tank. He starts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, for 4. I will LMG him. It will be a hit. It has to be a hit. Really? Armor is 1. I'm hitting... Did I hit hull? Yeah, it's always a hull when it's a double like that. So I hit the hull. Armor is 1. So I equaled, which means that that guy is immobilized. Which sucks, but okay, whatever. Yeah, that's not a big deal. This guy will start, because why not? So start engine, it does not blow up. And I'll do kind of similar. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and stop for 12. Because screw it. Y'all are DM'd. I'll have the half squad shoot, why not? That'll be a hit, doesn't get a result. Yeah, defensive fire phase. The leader with the machine gun squad will shoot at the first line guys first. So it is a 16 flat. That's not going to be anything that I need. I get a normal route check out of it, and they're pinned. Which is, oops, 100% not what I wanted. Anything else? I mean, I can do an 8 up 1. Nope. I can pretend I did an 8 up 1. 4 up 1. 4 on 4 is a 1 check against this guy, which he will break. Disappointing. Disappointing. Will break. No sniper. I don't really have anything else I can do. I mean, this gun, that's true. 2 hit. I will get a hit on him. IFT. Wow. Okay. Well, 4 on... It's 3 morale check. Should have done him first. He ELRs and breaks. Pin goes away. That goes away. Sniper. Sniper doesn't activate, and you're first fired. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. Advanced fire phase, there's none. I mean, I guess I could do... I think that would be counted as a 2. Or no, wait, no, that would be just a 4. 4 up 1? Nope. But the guy's the end again, as mentioned. I could do, yeah, you know what? I'll do 4 flat, 7 pintash check. He's fine. Not that that's gonna matter, but he's fine. Route phase. Route phase is complicated. Okay, attacker first. So the good squad goes out and goes to the woods where the commissar is. This guy gets to leave because of line of sight shenanigans. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. I don't think, like, I can go 4 here, but then I see this guy. There's no orchards, so I have to keep going. 5, 6. Because then I guess, like, it'd be this. So he just stops here. Pretty sure that's how it would be, right? That's what I'm gonna play it as that because I'm confident in it. Then it's all attackers. So this guy has to route. His nearest is the building. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy goes in as well. These guys have to route. So they can bring the MMG with them, luckily. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know what? They would have been interdicted there. I will low crawl here then. These guys have to route. Nearest is this. So he is not going to get joined by the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy has to route. You can see this tank, so he has to go here or here. So, yeah, 1 gets interdicted. He's fine. Can you interdict, or can you heat a battle in an interdiction? I don't think so. I want to say I looked into this once a while ago. It does say original MC. It doesn't say what phase. Interdiction. Does anything say? Nope. You know what? I'm gonna say he does. That's a there's a -1 for that stuff for heat of battle, just because that's what they give it. So broken, elite, and the special modifier. So it's a -1 overall. Which just brings it to 7, which battle hardens. They can't battle harden, so they become fanatic and will lose their DM status. Can't trigger sniper on your own guys, and that's it. So advance. Honestly, I'm gonna make this guy waste his time, but these guys will attempt CC because they're conscripts. Screw it. Well, what's the worst that can happen? Do I need to advance anybody else? Oh, yeah. You know what? These guys are going to advance. Those guys will say screw you and advance on that one. Because why not? And I think that's it for advances. Finally. 3 turns in. Got some CCs here. I'm just going to do this one first because it seems pretty hopeless. It's a 1 to 2 for the conscripts. And then it's a 1 to 1 down. Okay, well, I feel like I should have rolled for the conscript second, but that guy will be dead. And then over here, it's a 2 to 1 leader creation. I think they have no value. 8-0. Okay, let me check the PDF to see. Do they have a number for leader creation? International? No. Okay. So essentially, they just get an 8-0. I mean, that's awesome that they get an 8-0. Yeah, they get an 8-0, and the other guys do get to fight back, but instead of a 1 to 2, it's a 1 to 4, and they will not get anything out of it. And that's it for CC. Turn 4, for the nationalists. Weather doesn't change. Self rally. Nope. And he's becomes a half squad now. This is like the worst rolls. This DM goes away. This DM goes away. This DM goes away. This DM will stay on. I should have advanced. You know what? I'm gonna have this guy have advanced. Does he wrap? All right, never mind. I'm just rolling casual 12 back to back. DM stays on because of it, I think, and then rally. No, so he becomes first line. How does nobody make? All right, whatever. All right, prep fire phase. 8 up 1. Cowers goes to 6. 7 on 6 is a normal. He's fine. That's disgusting. Mortar here is going to attempt to shoot at those guys. Yeah, it's clean. 2 hit. All right, doesn't get it. No rate either. Neither of these guys have shots. This is so bad. LMG against tank is a hit. It won't be a kill. No rate. LMG. You know what? I don't need to do that one. I definitely don't need to do that one. All right, movements. Because I honestly have no other shots. Movements. I mean, I'm gonna have these guys move out for 1 and then 2-3 into Z10. They're gonna shoot as a 4 flat. It's a normal morale check. Leader's fine. The squad is fine. They don't even pin because of the leader. Sniper does not activate, so these guys have first fired. How subsequent? Why not? It'll be a 2-up-1. Nope. Okay. That's fine. Unfortunate, but that's fine. Mortars will kind of split up. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what? That's open ground. I will do a final protective fire. It's a 2 firepower down 2, so 4 on 2, which is a 1 check. He's fine. So I don't feel so bad about that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have this guy with the LMG is going to move 1, bypass for 2, 3, 4. I don't want to shoot him with this guy yet because this guy has to move, and because of the Alpine Hills, this tank can't actually see him, but these guys can. They will shoot 4 down 4. They're 2 on 4 is a K2, so they're half squatted. And I think this will be game 2. Yeah, they break. Yeah, I think I can easily call it a game over. This is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah, I think it's safe to say this is game over. And the only honestly, because one, the rolls have been fantastic. I mean, this guy didn't even lose a rate of fire, so I don't think I have anything else to move anyways. So like I could do a 4 down 1 shot, 7 on 4 pintash check. They're fine. Don't have rate a second time, or wrong counter there. But this guy has to get, or you know, has to break these guys. He's not doing it by himself. You know, as much as a fanatic can be cool and all that, this guy could freely change his covered arc. Same thing with this guy. They just have to point it in a way to cover, you know, enough hexes, and no matter where this guy goes, he's getting shot by this guy at least. And then the same idea, you know, these guys are going to have to move up, because I can do, like, so, okay, so let's say nobody else can get shot at, right? I don't think anybody else can shoot anybody else, even. Like, I could do 8 firepower up 1, no, gun, is a hit, but specifically because of range. No, wait, it's a miss because of, did I shoot my tank gun before? Whatever. So defensive fire, I've already done that. Advanced fire phase, I mean, I'll do 4 firepower flat against that guy. Okay, I'm glad I didn't use the machine gun. 4 firepower up 1. It's a 4 on 4, which is a 1 morale check. So does this guy break? He finally ELRs and breaks. Sniper activates. Where is he going? Where is he going? Is it 2-5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got to be kidding me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Goes to this guy and breaks him. It's so dumb. So the problem with all this really is that in the route phase, this guy gets to still route for free because nobody can see him. So he makes it, here. I don't even think he might be able to see this guy. I don't think he can, because I think this line, whatever. Um, I'm just gonna draw it for fairness. Does it? Does he see it? No. So he can't see past there. So he can route, which is super great for him. Um, this guy, like, technically I can just keep him there since nobody's threatening him. These guys both go back here. Oops. I'll just move it back. Both those guys go there. These guys are screwed. There's no other routes that need to be made. So, okay, so we'll take preps and defensive. So this guy goes up, and we'll say he gets in the Sanger. Mortar. These guys advance, and mortar. Right? Okay. Now, the problem here is the guns and mortars can't do anything. Like, these guys are all, like, I could drop them and try to salvage whatever I can get out of the cruise. Sure, possible, right? Um, just like I could send these guys to their not to their doom. This guy's elite, so you shouldn't have to take a patsy, I don't think. Um, so the problem is that with the height level restriction stuff, like, yes, you can have a problem, quote unquote, with getting these guys up to this hill, but I don't need to care about that hill. And at worst, because the Republicans, the Russian side, goes second, as long as I can make it, behind a hill or whatever into any of these road hexes on the last turn, I can just advance up, no problem, I win. Even if there's is there an immediately there? I think there was. Yeah, immediately when there's no good order guy on a level 4 hill. But I still have these two squads or crews. I could just have one of these guys pop out of the Sanger, to be honest, and just get up on this hill. I could go up into the trench, and because it's a trench, it wouldn't even cost me any, like, extra crazy stuff to get out or to get in there. Um, and if I go into this rear trench, then I'm absolutely not getting seen by anybody. Like, I need to have these guys literally go to S7, R7, R8, or S9. I can't win from any other direction except T8. Like, I have to get adjacent to this hex. I can't do it any other way. Because, and specifically because these guys are broken. If these guys were still around, then there's a chance that while I'm here, I could shoot and break them, but it's not gonna happen. It's really just been like, I mean, look at turn 3. If it wasn't for turn 3 and losing everybody to all those KIAs, I mean, I would have gotten up the hill a lot faster. If I could have tied these two guys down in melee, that would have been fantastic. Because that's so much of their remaining firepower left. Those two squads with these two, clearing. I need to clear this hill no matter what. But if I can eliminate these guys, or eliminate these guys and prevent these guys from moving, whatever, then I can get up here. Yeah, I just think that there's definitely, like, there was a chance. There was definitely a chance. But too many KIAs, too fast. That being said, like, I really can't. I mean, the defender got so many great shots in, so there's not much to really say about that one. Um, both sides, rolled really well. It was just a matter of when they rolled well. Like, I got, critical and whatever shots. I didn't have any problem here. Didn't have any problem breaking guys in Sangers. And them being eliminated either in subsequent shots or thanks to the commissar, that sort of stuff. It really came down to turn 3 and just trying to get up that hill. It's an interesting scenario. I will say, though, I hate alpine hills. I think it just makes the LOS, trying to figure out LOS, that much worse. At least, like, when there's a lot of elevation change, I should say. If it was a little bit flatter, maybe it'd be more interest, or I wouldn't have that much of a complaint about it. I hate when they change, like, vineyards and olive groves, that's for sure. But also more just because it's hard to program that stuff in Vassal, or at least maybe it's not hard, but it hasn't been programmed in Vassal, so that makes it a chore to do because it's all mental math at that point. And sometimes it's the end of the year and you don't want to really do math. So, but all that said, enjoyable. I do think it would be fun. I think this is a scenario that you can play again, and just try to see like how far you get. I do kind of wish though that these things were those more you could do with them. Um, and I think that's probably why I said like I'd like to have guys on Sangers at the crests so that they could shoot down and do more. I guess it's more a question of, well, especially in Sangers, I don't think that would be a problem. Going to T2, X2, Z3, for example, really be able to cover a lot of ground. Those would be good hexes to be in. You're just always going to get shot at by guns somehow. So I also didn't malfunction any of the guns. I got a good rate of fire on the mortars. I got rate of fire on the guns as well from time to time. So anyways, all that to say, not actually not much to complain about, other than just rolling well and or terribly against myself. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I do not think I will stream tomorrow, unless things get really shitty where I live and I just decide to be a hermit or whatever for the night. But I doubt that'll happen. So um, I wish everybody once more very happy New Year. I hope things go well for you, more so than they have for me, and that 2024 is something to look forward to for everybody. So until 2024, where hopefully I'm sure I'm supposed to have a game with Sean, so hopefully we can get into the new year looking at a mission or scenario from Journal 10 called Last Minute War. So I hope to see you all on Tuesday, and if Sean's not around, then it'll just be another solo night. So until then, have a good one.